It's Week 12 of the NFL, and we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He ranks among the rushing leaders, third in the league on the season. It's the Commanders and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to him. Ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissler. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Herbert now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Herbert back to the air. That is caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! Lamb McConkey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
Well, they do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down. To throw is Daniels. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, and he stopped him short of the first. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now it's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert able to shake him off. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air goes Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 17-0 our score after 1. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Second down and 3. Daniels looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Operating from the gun. Daniels over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back to throw again. This is caught. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
A try here for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 44-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Herbert.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And able to get this out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
straight ahead. It's Robinson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Robinson up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short game.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Daniels.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled in.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with
Previous
all
play
reviews
is under
coming from the
review.
replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So out come the Chargers. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
That one complete to McConkey. And he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Herbert. The 20. It is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Now it's Herbert. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Devin Singletary, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw is Daniels. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
But no matter how they frame, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there, defender. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let it. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Daniels. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
Commanders, 21.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout the... This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Charger drive about to get going. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 14-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, Washington.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he works free. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 82 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The home team's offense had their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Charger drive about to get going. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Dances by him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
To the air goes Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A handoff for Warren.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Daniels looking to throw.
He gets it to Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. On the give, it's Warren.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8.
At their 49-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Daniels. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Handoff now to Robinson.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Thomas has got it. Complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive tackle. Exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Taken down at the 30.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Off the option, here's Robinson.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers
Down by 15. A minute 40 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Herbert to throw.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Herbert.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Commanders,
they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the